Railway rails are made of steel, and although the top surface is polished by every wheel that passes over it, the sides always look rusty. Model railway track as delivered is shiny all over, and so to make it look real we need to paint the sides rusty. A tedious job but well worth doing, which improves the appearance immensely. Job complete, and this shot from low down close to the rails shows just how realistic the rails look now that they look rusty. The signal on the left, which has its back to us however, is showing an aspect just as clearly as if we were looking at its front, so that needs dealing with soon. But first of all I really must get the control panel fixed in its place. For home use I'm going to mount the control panel on an extension to one of the brackets that holds the layout to the wall. It will be removable so that for exhibitions we can operate the layout from the other side. Now to deal with those signals. I'd experimented with painting the back of them black to cover the light shining through the back of the LEDs, and that seemed to work. So I've set about applying that to all the signals on this part of the layout. It needs quite a lot of paint put on, and I had some fairly old paint which thickened up nicely, and that went on quite well. I needed a couple of coats in places, and it still showed through a bit. But because the real signals were grey on the back, I needed another coat of paint anyway to turn them grey, and by the time I added that to the black paint it seemed to cover quite well, and little if any of the light shows through. If you turn off all the room lights and look at them in the dark, you can just about make out the colour of the signal from the back, but in normal circumstances of course it isn't dark, and we cannot see anything shining through the back of the signals once they've got their black and then grey paint on them. So I'm quite content that that's worked quite well. Working colour light signals are never going to look quite right, but the overall effect is pretty good.
Second coat may be required there, I think.